She represented a kind of Hollywood sophistication that valued courtesy and professionalism. Over time, this consistency helped solidify her reputation as someone who understood fame without being consumed by it. Strength beyond the spotlight. Behind Barbara Eden's polished public image lies a life shaped by both joy and challenge. Like anyone who has lived through decades of personal and professional change, she has experienced moments that required resilience and inner strength. Rather than allowing difficulties to define her, Barbara approached life with composure and perspective. She continued to work, connect with audiences, and embrace new opportunities well beyond the years when many performers step away. Her ability to adapt while remaining true to herself is one of the most admirable aspects of her story. The quieter images from later years, simple moments, relaxed settings, genuine smiles, reflect a woman who has grown comfortable with reflection and self-assurance. These moments reveal strength not through drama, but through steadiness. Barbara Eden's life demonstrates that grace is not the absence of hardship, but the ability to move through it with dignity and hope intact. Family, connection, and grounded values. Throughout her life, Barbara Eden has spoken with sincerity about the importance of family and meaningful relationships. While her career brought her into the public eye, her personal values remained centered on connection, loyalty, and love. The rare photographs showing her with family or close friends feel intimate without being intrusive, capturing moments of genuine affection and calm. These images suggest a life anchored by people rather than publicity. Barbara's ability to remain grounded despite fame speaks to a strong sense of self and clear priorities. She never presented herself as untouchable or distant, but as someone who understood the importance of human bonds. This balance helped her navigate fame without losing perspective. For fans, these glimpses reinforce the idea that admiration does not come solely from achievement, but from character. Barbara Eden's personal life, handled with care and respect, reflects the same warmth that audiences have long felt from her performances. Humor, joy, and a playful spirit. While elegance often defines Barbara Eden's image, those who have followed her career closely know that humor has always been at its heart. Her performances were infused with lightness, and behind the scenes, she was known for laughter and good spirits. Candid moments from productions and appearances show her enjoying conversations, sharing jokes, and embracing the fun of the work. This playful energy helped create a welcoming atmosphere wherever she went and contributed to the longevity of her appeal. Rather than taking herself too seriously, Barbara seemed to understand that joy was essential to creativity. This quality made her relatable and endearing, bridging the gap between star and audience. Even years later, her interviews and public moments often carry that same warmth and wit. It's a reminder that her charm was never just written into a script, it was part of who she was, both on and off the screen. A legacy that continues to inspire. Barbara Eden's legacy extends far beyond a single role or era. She represents a standard of professionalism, kindness, and enduring charm that continues to resonate with fans old and new. As she has moved through different stages of life, her presence has remained a source of inspiration rather than nostalgia alone. She showed that a career can evolve gracefully, and that relevance does not require reinvention at the cost of authenticity. The photographs and memories associated with her life tell a story of continuity, of a woman who stayed true to herself while embracing change. Today, Barbara Eden is remembered not only as a television icon, but as a symbol of resilience, warmth, and timeless appeal. Her story reminds us that genuine connection lasts longer than trends, and that a life lived with grace leaves an impression that time cannot erase. Barbara Eden holds a rare place in television history, not just as a star, but as a symbol of a more hopeful, glamorous era of entertainment. To millions around the world, she will always be remembered as the unforgettable Jeannie from I Dream of Jeannie, a role that blended charm, humor, and warmth in a way that few performances ever have. Yet Barbara's appeal has never rested solely on costumes or catchphrases. What truly made her beloved was the humanity she brought to her work, the sparkle in her eyes, the sincerity behind her smile, and the sense that she genuinely enjoyed entertaining people. Over time, her image became woven into the cultural fabric of the 1960s, representing optimism and elegance during a transformative period in American history. Even decades later, her presence continues to evoke nostalgia and affection. Barbara Eden's story is not just about fame, it's about endurance, professionalism, and a lifelong commitment to bringing joy to audiences across generations. A private woman in a public world. Despite her fame, Barbara Eden has always drawn a thoughtful boundary between her public career and her personal life. In an industry that often demands constant visibility, she chose discretion, preserving a sense of dignity that many admirers deeply respect. Rather than sharing every detail, Barbara allowed her work to speak for her, offering fans a polished performance without sacrificing her inner world. When occasional glimpses of her private life did emerge, through interviews or carefully shared photographs, they reflected warmth, calm, and authenticity rather than spectacle. These moments showed a woman who valued quiet joys, meaningful relationships, and personal balance. She appeared at ease away from the spotlight, comfortable simply being herself. This approach helped her maintain longevity in a demanding profession and allowed her to grow gracefully over time. By protecting her privacy, Barbara Eden reminded audiences that admiration does not require full access, and that mystery, when paired with integrity, can be its own kind of elegance. The determined beginnings of a young actress. Barbara Eden's journey to stardom was shaped by perseverance rather than overnight success. Like many aspiring performers of her generation, she faced auditions that led nowhere, roles that offered little recognition, and the constant pressure to prove herself in a competitive industry. Yet what set her apart was a quiet determination and a willingness to learn. In her early years, Barbara took on a wide range of work, gradually refining her craft and gaining confidence with each opportunity. These formative experiences helped her develop the discipline and professionalism that would later define her career. Looking back, it's clear that her eventual success was built on patience and resilience rather than luck alone. The photographs and memories from this period reveal a young woman full of hope, curiosity, and ambition, someone willing to put in the time required to succeed. Her early career stands as a reminder that lasting success is often the result of steady effort and belief in oneself. The golden era of I Dream of Jeannie. When I Dream of Jeannie premiered in the mid-1960s, it quickly became a defining moment in Barbara Eden's career and in television history. Her portrayal of the genie was playful, intelligent, and irresistibly charming, striking a balance that appealed to viewers of all ages. The show's success turned Barbara into a household name, and her image became synonymous with the optimism and imagination of the era. Yet behind the scenes, the role demanded hard work, long hours, and careful attention to detail. Barbara approached it with professionalism and enthusiasm, understanding the responsibility that came with leading a beloved series. The photographs from this period capture more than glamour. They reflect confidence earned through experience. This era marked the peak of her visibility, but it also demonstrated her ability to carry a major production with grace. The genie may have been fictional, but the talent and dedication behind her were very real. Grace, style, and public presence. Barbara Eden's public appearances during the height of her career reflected a timeless sense of style that never felt forced or excessive. Whether attending premieres, charity events, or television interviews, she carried herself with poise and warmth. Her fashion choices emphasized elegance rather than extravagance, allowing her natural presence to shine through. Audiences responded not just to how she looked, but to how she made people feel, welcomed, entertained, and respected. This balance between glamour and approachability became one of her defining traits. Even in an era known for dramatic style, Barbara's image remained tasteful and enduring. Photographs from these years show a woman fully comfortable in her role as a public figure, yet never